you guys are forgetting your gems. What am I talking about right here? So new players and old players of the game really don't look at gems that much overall. Now, new players of the game, you should really be looking at gems very, very closely because they are super useful, especially in early game where you don't have a bunch of skills. How do you go about getting gems? Well, you can kill ologs, you can find them in outposts, different types of ways to go about finding them. You can get them from killing beasts, different things along those lines. But your number one way is just go around, find an olog that has a gem icon above his head, kill him, and then you'll get a gem drop. And then from that, it depends on what type of gem it is. You have three types of gems. You have red, green, and white, or warrior, health, and wealth gem. Now, your most useful one very early on in the game is going to be warrior and going to be health. They're technically all useful very early on in the game. The number one thing you don't want to do is sit here and put them as the follower things. So you can equip them in your armor, you can equip them in your weapon, and you can equip them in your rune. And what you don't want to do is equip it in your rune because they're not worth any of that. So for an example, wealth gem, if you place it in the room, it can provide up to 5 levels of a newly recruited follower to your level. There's no point doing that because you can send them on nemesis missions to get better skills and stuff like that, as opposed to the game just auto leveling them up to your level. And then the next one is the health gem, which if you put it in a rune, it decreases the amount of damage your followers take. You don't want to do that either. And then the warrior gem, where essentially you put it in the rune and then you sit here and your followers do more damage. You don't want to do that either. The reason why is because these guys are going to get as overpowered anyway. They're not going to do as much damage as you're doing early on in the game, and you need as much XP as possible. So go ahead and put all this towards you. So for an example, you get a red gem, throw it on your weapon. You get a health gem, throw it on your armor. You get a wealth gem, throw it on your armor to give you total amount of XP gained. So why is it very important that you do this? Well, first of all, the health gem or the green gems, it's super important that you put it on your armor because depending on what difficulty you're playing on, it may give you that tiny little sliver of health you need just to run away, brand another guy to get enough health to come back and finish the battle with the guy you're playing as. Let's say you get hit. Normally you get one hit. Believe it or not, putting a very high level freaking gem on your armor, that is the green gem, may give you a tiny little bit of sliver of health. It's happened, trust me. And then your warrior gem, go ahead and throw it on your weapon because it makes your weapon do more damage, obviously. Now, obviously, you can throw these around and do as you wish to with the gems, but I'm just telling you what works best in what type of version of the game, whether it's early game and late game. So don't forget your gems. Go out there, get the gems, put them together. It is annoying. It is very, very tedious to do, but trust me, it's totally worth it. You end up doing more damage. You end up being able to take more damage, especially if you put the health gem on your armor. And then specifically with the wealth gem, you're able to do more damage as well. There's a whole armor build set. Okay, there's a whole armor build set. I did a video on the top right hand corner of the screen. Go check that video out. But essentially, it's an armor set that the more mirroring you pick up while you have that armor set on, the more damage you do. So you pair that also with a red gem on your sword, and you're going to be doing goods amount of damage. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just don't forget your gems. Go out, get your gems, fuse them together. Best things to run early game is going to be your red gem on your sword, your green gem on your armor, and your wealth gem is definitely going to be on your armor to increase your total XP gain, so that way you level up a lot quicker. And then in late game, you can kind of deviate from that and see how you want to overall do that stuff. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget about your gems. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great and amazing day.